Cole murdered. Clues lead to shocking killer. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, died after his body rejected antibiotics. However, there are a few clues that the man's story might not be totally over yet. Could he have been murdered? Continue reading, and let's talk about who might be to blame and why. Cole Howard's death. Fans know that Cole died on July 3, 2025, after a battle with a dangerous form of pneumonia. Claire Grace Newman, Hayley Erin, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, were there at the hospital with him to say goodbye. It seems that Cole even knew he didn't have that much time left. It was a heartbreaking scene, but I was really glad that they were able to say goodbye one last time. Clues and connections. However, there is something very off about the whole exit storyline. First of all, we didn't get a funeral or memorial service. Although Cole wasn't on much, he was a fan favorite and viewers were disappointed he didn't seem to have many meaty storylines. I had my suspicions raised at the time of his passing. However, after the episode aired on September 2, 2025, on Tuesday, I'm even more suspicious. Not every character gets a funeral, but since Victoria and Claire are still grieving, you would think they would have at least a small funeral scene. That's not the only thing that's wrong, either. Victoria and Claire keep mentioning that Cole's body just rejected the antibiotics. While that does happen, I just get a weird feeling about it. Victoria Newman moving on. The Young and the Restless spoilers seem to suggest that Victoria might move on with Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic. The former doctor has dumped Audra Charles, Zuleika Silva, and was there for Victoria during Cole's death. Victoria and Claire had to handle it pretty much alone since the Newman family was in Nice at Kane Ashby's party. While Claire leaned on Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, Victoria and Nate reconnected. Now that Audra is out of the picture, fans seem pretty excited about the possibility of Nate and Vicky rekindling their romance. That would be about the time that the news that Cole's death wasn't natural could hit Genoa City. That would put Victoria in another romantic dilemma. Victor Newman turns full villain. However, who and why would want to kill Cole? It seems that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, could be guilty. The man never does his dirty work himself, and Michael Baldwin would never agree to eliminate Cole. Cole got the overseas job, though, thanks to Victor. Then, the patriarch had Cole transferred to one of the best hospitals in the country for pneumonia. While it seemed like a nice gesture, I don't think Victor ever approved of his daughter's relationship. Keep in mind that Michael and Cole's actions regarding Jordan's detention enraged Victor. Although the man occasionally forgives, I don't believe he ever did so for Cole. In today's episode, it was mentioned how much the man interferes in Victoria's personal life, as fans are aware of his controlling nature. So, could Victor be turning full villain like in the old days? Could he end up losing not only Victoria but Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, as well? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Fresh start, Olive Branch, new agenda. The Young and the Restless spoilers for suggest some interesting moments in Genoa City to kick off a new week. A character has a new plan, two friends call a truce, and someone contemplates a fresh start. What can we anticipate for the show on Monday? Time to find out. Make sure to check out our weekly Y&R spoilers, here. Lily Winter's fresh start. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, September 15th, reveal that Devon Hamilton Winters, Brighton James, will encourage Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, to make a fresh start. Is he talking about her love life? Devon isn't a fan of Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, who is at this point, and he can see that his sister is still torn between her past with Kane and this new version of her ex. Can Devon persuade Lily to permanently end her relationships with her ex-husband and the father of her children? Kane Ashby fills Amanda Sinclair in. Speaking of Kane, he'll fill in Amanda Sinclair, Michelle Morgan, about his new agenda. Amanda is not only his trusted attorney but also his confidant, and the two definitely have a working relationship where he bounces ideas off her. Read this, The Young and the Restless spoilers. Claire and Holden arrested. Wild night goes wrong? What will Amanda think about Kane's new plan, and will she give her stamp of approval? Only time will tell. Two old besties call a truce. Finally, The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday suggest that Michael Baldwin, Christian LeBlanc, will call a truce with Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. Michael wanted to clear the air with Red for a while now, although Phyllis wasn't having it. What will change her mind? Is it because he's now working for Kane? Of course, the reason Michael extended an olive branch was because it's his first assignment as Kane's fixer. However, what he's really doing is acting as a mole for Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. Just how betrayed will Phyllis feel when she finds out the truth? What will Kane do? Fans will have to tune in to find out. What storyline are you most looking forward to during Monday's show? Share your thoughts. Watch your favorite CBS soap daily and check out SOS often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Unveiling the Dark Side head writer previews Noah's thrilling noir adventure. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal that a Los Angeles noir storyline is on the horizon. Recently, Y&R head writer and executive producer Josh Griffith gave a sneak peek into a mystery involving Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, along with some new characters. Griffith spoke about a major LA noir storyline coming up with Nick and Sharon in the middle. In a recent interview with TV Insider, Griffith discussed a significant LA noir narrative featuring Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, at its core. Nick and Sharon are set to embark on a quest to save Noah from a very perilous situation that connects with the characters played by Roger Howarth and Tamara Braun, Sienna Bacall. Additionally, when Matt Cohen appears in the role of Detective Burrow, he will contribute to this storyline, suggesting that he may be able to assist Nick and Sharon in their endeavor to rescue Noah. Josh Griffith teased that viewers can expect to see some transformations in Noah now that he has been absent for some time. It appears Noah will exhibit a bit more attitude and demonstrate his autonomy from the Newman family, which will ultimately lead to some conflicts with Nick. Lucas Adams is taking over the role of Noah Newman. Following on the heels of Days of Our Lives' Billy Flynn taking over the role of Kane Ashby, another Days of Our Lives former regular, Lucas Adams, is taking over the role of Noah. On Doyle, Lucas and Tamara Braun played son and mother, but it won't be a mother-son relationship this time. As Lucas Adams assumes the role, Noah's appearance will undoubtedly change. For example, he will be blonde. Regarding Griffith, he is of the opinion that the ideal time for Noah's comeback to have a significant impact is right now. Particularly since this will bring Sharon and Nick closer together as they navigate through all the drama. Griffith says the end game is chic and this storyline is part of that goal. We've gradually started to bring them closer together again, even though they aren't quite ready to be a couple yet. However, I believe their bond has been revitalized, and therefore, I was looking for a really impactful way to immerse them into this new storyline, Griffith explained. Josh Griffith decided that Noah's return was the ideal method to achieve that, so now fans are eagerly anticipating Lucas Adams' debut in the role. Regarding Adams being blonde, it sounds like he'll take more after Sharon in his looks, and a better family match since Faith Newman, Raylan Caster, is blonde as well. Yet he has the rugged look of Nick in his facial features, so he should definitely be a good match to the family. How will Sienna Bacall and Roger Howarth's characters tie into Noah's danger? Naturally, audiences are eager to discover how Tamara Braun's Sienna Bacall and Roger Howarth's mysterious character are connected to Noah's peril. There has been talk of Howarth potentially stepping into the role of a recast Tucker McCall, originally played by Trevor St. John, but we'll just have to wait and see. It may be a surprise what unfolds when he appears on screen. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that this Noah turmoil will deliver a lot of thrills, so make sure to stay tuned for news on Sharon, Nick, and Detective Burrow's forthcoming investigation. Catch up on everything that is going on right now with Y&R. Come back here often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Claire and Holden busted after spicy interlude goes sideways. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers indicate that Claire Newman, Haley Erin, and Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, could take their relationship to the next level by getting matching outfits covered in prison stripes. They have a wild night that could go off the rails, so let's dive into this and take a look. Clary's consequences. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, is a jealous boyfriend who warned Claire about Holden. He thinks the man cannot be trusted but is actually right on that one. Holden works for Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and was told to get close to Claire. Claire isn't listening to Kyle after a fiery argument, but she may soon regret that. Kyle told Holden to back off, but it had no effect. As they spend time together, Holden develops strong feelings for Claire going forward. Are Claire in the weeds? Amelia Heinley's Victoria Newman, Kyle's mother, is also suspicious of Holden. In fact, Victoria becomes increasingly concerned about their friendship because she is so certain about Holden. Tell us, Y&R fans, do you think this is a case of mother knows best? She might, as hot Y&R spoilers suggest that Holden will soon add spice to Claire's life and provide some adventure. The only problem is that Claire and Holden might be discovered. Victoria is anxious about Holden and Claire. We know that Holden has a secret about illegal activities he's connected in via Audra Charles, Zuleika Silva, when they were both in Los Angeles. Holden demonstrates that he remains shady by working with Kane. Will Claire's inner demon surface as she gets closer to Holden? We do know that Holden soon asks Claire to go with him on a potentially risky path. Kyle and Victoria will be furious and undoubtedly say, "I told you so," in the event that Claire and Holden do end up in some sort of trouble. Kyle and Victoria would flip their wigs if St. Claire is arrested. What about her reputation? What is this? Yes, her reputation is that of a potential family murderer. Juicy the Young and the Restless spoilers tease that Holden could pull Claire down into some trouble alongside of him that she's unprepared for. Catch up on everything that's going on with the Young and the Restless right now by watching it all again. Come back here often for the hottest Y&R updates, news, and spoilers. Get comfortable and gain access to the best soap intel on the web. Holden demonstrates that he remains shady by working with Kane. Will Claire's inner demon surface as she gets closer to Holden? We do know that Holden soon asks Claire to go with him on a potentially risky path. Kyle and Victoria will be furious and undoubtedly say, "I told you so," in the event that Claire and Holden do end up in some sort of trouble. Kyle and Victoria would flip their wigs if St. Claire is arrested. What about her reputation? What is this? Yes, her reputation is that of a potential family murderer. Juicy the Young and the Restless spoilers tease that Holden could pull Claire down into some trouble alongside of him that she's unprepared for. Catch up on everything that's going on with the Young and the Restless right now by watching it all again. Come back here often for the hottest Y&R updates, news, and spoilers. Get comfortable and gain access to the best soap intel on the web.